welcome or welcome back to Budget with Bianca. I'm Bianca. Today I wanted to do a quick overview of our financial success roadmap that I have here in front of me. I did mention this in my very first video, the YNAB budget with me in November of 2024, and I decided to make a full outline of where we're headed in the next year and more. So I've broken it down into short-term, medium, and long-term goals. You can see our first 3 short-term goals, I'm hoping to accomplish this in less than 2 months, is to pay off our RETA taxes from 2022 and 2023. RETA is our city taxes, and unfortunately I did not realize that we never paid them in those years, so those need to be addressed, pretty quickly. One big caveat that I wanted to bring up here, though, is we've had a lot of trouble getting our taxes, or our withholdings, in order. So, for example, in 2022, we had to pay $4,000 in taxes because we weren't withholding the correct amount. But then in 2023, when our daughter was born, we were able to claim her for a tax credit, and so then we got a big return. So now I don't know where we stand. Just a few days ago, I did the IRS withholding calculator, and it told us that we might be getting a very large return, which I'm not sure how that happened. If that does happen and we do get a large return, these goals may change, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But for now, I'm kind of ignoring that, and if we get that money, that's great. If not, that's fine too. Obviously, our goal with taxes is to always break even, but so far, no luck with that. Now, the third short-term goal will be to get out of the credit card float. I did mention this in my first video as well. We have one card that currently is on the float, and we have just probably a little bit more to go on that. I do have a target set to pay that off in February, or by February of 2025. I think we'll definitely be able to meet that. Moving on to our medium-term goals. So those are things that we want to complete within the next year. I did mention this again in my first video. I would like to get 1 month ahead in our frequent expenses, our bills, and then our loans. We are very close to doing that. I think we will be able to do that in the next month or so. And then after that, I want to get 1 month ahead in all of our categories. And then after we get to those 2 goals, I would like to build up all of our large true expenses to goal. And I will go over that after I finish going through this chart. I'll take you into my YNAB and show you what I mean by that. Our long-term goals, so these are things that we want to achieve in over a year, would be to pay off our 1 car loan. We did buy one of our cars on cash earlier this year, so we only have 1 car payment left. And then I want to pay off my student loans. I am doing public service loan forgiveness, or I'm hoping to, so that is kind of its own thing. And then my husband's student loans will need to be paid off. He has a lot more in student loans than I do, so that will be, several years that we need to complete that by. I'm hoping if we can set ourselves up well, then we can do that in less than 5 years. However, in the meantime, I think most of us understand that life goes on, and we can't just put all of our time and energy and money into these savings goals or these debt payoff goals. So things that we're focusing on while we're achieving our short, medium, and long-term goals would be saving up for vacations. We have at least 2 that we know of that we will be going on this year. We have to save for very large true expenses, like our new roof and then our next car. And I do have those built into YNAB currently. I want to continue investing. My job does offer a 403B, and so I am putting in a percentage of that up to their matching percentage. So I'm going to continue doing that. And then I do want to start funding our wish farm because I feel like a lot of our energy right now is just going into debt repayment or, saving for things, and we're not really having fun with our money. So I want to try to do that in the new year. And then I do want to start saving up for some small home renovations and projects. When we bought this house, we kind of did all the major renovations already. We have done the bathrooms, we redid the basement and things like that. So these are just going to be minor things. So that is our roadmap to what I term our financial success. Like I said, this will take a while, and it is always subject to change. If we have another kid, things might change. If we, run into some windfalls, which I don't know if that'll ever happen. Things can get um, moved around and priorities change, and that's fine. Okay, now I want to go into YNAB and show you what I mean by building up those large true expense categories to goal. So in our true expense category, I have several that will be large goals or large savings funds. So for example, auto maintenance. Currently I have that we're going to set aside $25 a month. That's really not going to build it up fast enough for my liking. So I've gone down into the notes and put a goal of $3,000. So at some point I would like to have $3,000 in here total. And when that happens, what I will do is I will go ahead and edit the target and go to custom, and instead of set aside, this says fill up to. So we will basically fill it back up to $3,000 if we ever pull from that for any car expenses. And I have that for several categories. So for example, auto maintenance has it, and then garden and lawn maintenance has a goal of 500. I have it for home furnishings, home maintenance, home repair supplies, new tires, and then technology. Now, next car and new roof are two different ones. So these ones are very large savings goals. So for the new roof, I have 15,000. For the next car, I have a goal of 25,000. So we're not going to be able to build those up, quickly. So those I will continue to put in, a certain amount each month. It's going to change at some point. I would like to be able to put in like more instead of just $20. But once these get filled up, I think I will feel a lot better, and I will be able to then move on to our long-term goals, so paying off that car loan and then all of our student loans. So that is the overview for our financial success roadmap. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And I'd love to hear what your short, medium, and long-term goals are for your financial success. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.